All right, Pirate fans, welcome to another episode of the Pirates Cove podcast Cross Country. That's right, I said cross country. That means tonight we're going to be talking about our cross country. And as you can see on the screen, we have our two coaches that head our cross country here in Rockport, and then our state qualifier. And I'll go to the coaches first. On the bottom left, we have Coach Thompson. Coach Thompson, how you doing today?
I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, Coach. Thank you for coming on. I know it's a little late, but I really appreciate you guys coming on for a few minutes to get this podcast up. Again, this podcast is pre-recorded, but it will be up tomorrow morning, and you can catch it on our Parts Cove, our social media platforms. And then to the bottom right, to my right, we have our other coach, Coach Blue. Coach, how you doing?
I'm good.
Thank you, Coach, for coming on. I won't keep you guys too long. I really appreciate you guys coming out to talk a little bit about cross country. And then at the very top, right next to me, we got our state qualifier, our three-time state qualifier, man. This guy is awesome. Royce Havens. Royce, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Royce. I wanted to get you out. I know you're going to be leaving on Friday. I think you run on Saturday. So we'll talk about that. And then I'll get the coach to talk about the send-off that you're going to have. But before, we talk to Royce, because I do want to talk to him about everything he's accomplished, because Royce is a senior, so this will be his last year. I do want to first have the coaches talk a little bit about the team. Coach Blue, if you can hear me, I'll go to you first. Talk to us a little bit about.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you. Are you able to hear me?
Like just okay. Yes. I
Okay,
was just connected. So
no problem. The internet's real funny. Sometimes it works well, and when we're traveling, sometimes it doesn't. It's happened to us as well. I wanted to start off the podcast by talking about the teams as well. If you can kind of just recap the girls and just everything they were able to accomplish from the time the season started to where it ended for them.
well, we started with three returning varsity runners. We had Ellie Sparks, Elsie Hill, and Miranda Jaime. And the the so I was looking for at least two to four more girls to join the team, and we ended up with three more, which was Raylyn Sawicki, Brooke Mercer, and Jocelyn Rojas. And my goal for the team this year was to get the whole group to run at region, because we haven't taken a girls team to region for 3 years now, and that's the main focus, was to get the girls to run as a team to region, and we ended up third overall, so they got to move on. Ellie Sparks ended up first for district, and then Miranda Jaime was in the top 10. When we went on to regionals, Ellie, she ended up 26. She ran a great race, great time, but she was just off a little bit to move on to state. But next year she'll get her chance to do it again. And but I'm getting all those girls back next year, so no one's leaving.
That's awesome, and I know Miranda is coming back because I've seen her on the volleyball team, so I know she was coming back next year. And Ellie Sparks, is Ellie a sophomore or junior this year?
She's a sophomore, so she'll be
Sophomore.
a junior next year.
Wow, and I heard a lot about it.
Yes.
One thing I always heard when they talked about what she was able to accomplish was that something to the effect of, she worked hard, right? She wasn't expecting to do all of the things that she was able to do, but with the hard work and her dedication, she was able to get there. Just specifically talk about her, and what did you see from her, from Ellie, from the start of this year school year running to how she ended? How did you see the improvement that she made throughout the season?
Well, she started off, I kind of break up the workouts for varsity boys, varsity girls, JV, and then, of course, we have our middle school. Ellie came in saying that I want to do the boys workout. I said, okay, if that's what you want, then okay, you'll do the boys workout. So she did the boys workout from summer until it was regionals, and she hit the ground running. She did what was expected. She hit her times that I expected, her to run from her previous meet, and she did it. So she's a competitor. Um, she if you tell her she can't do it, she's gonna prove you wrong. So that's what Ellie is. So she's really the heart of this team, the heart for the girls team, and just expect a lot from her next year for sure.
Absolutely. And like I said, if I didn't know who she was. Today, I've never met her, but her name popped up so many times where I was around.
Yeah.
People are talking about cross country. And again, for all the Pirate fans, she's a sophomore. You're hearing her coach talk about, the workouts that she wants to do. Again, that's a lot of dedication, wanting to get as good, work out as hard as she can to be able to compete at the highest level, or being able to accomplish what she accomplished this year as a sophomore. I would say going in next year to her junior and then senior year, things are only going to get better. So again, remember, Ellie Sparks, you'll be hearing a lot about her next year, but not only her, as coach said, the team is all coming back. They were able to accomplish a lot this year as a team. And she's bringing all of those girls back. No one graduating. So, coach, an exciting time, right, for next year as all these girls come back, and we're definitely looking forward to another great year with the girls in cross country. We'll go over now with the Coach Thompson and the boys coach. Obviously, we're going to talk to Royce here, the state qualifier. You've had him for the last couple of years, but as a team, y'all remember hearing what the team said at meet the Pirates at the start of the season, but they accomplished a lot. Talk to us a little bit about the team start. They were also able to win district. Just a recap of how the boys did this year in cross country.
I think they did a phenomenal job. I've been blessed for the last 2 years to come on board and work with Coach Blue and the amazing program and foundation she's laid with the cross country boys and just in general. And they respect her. They work hard. This is a very good group of young men or just athletes we have, and they work their butts off, man. I respect them so much to know that their entire sport revolves around punishment for other sports, that they wake up in the morning, they come and they run. And ridiculously hard workouts this year. I think Coach Blue devised a plan to push them to the limit, get the best out of them. I certainly couldn't do it. I wouldn't want to do it. But I'm proud of the work that they put in, man, and it showed. Back-to-back district champs. And Royce being is it 4-time district champion or is it 3? 3, right? You said
3-time. Yeah, 3-time.
So 3-time district champion. PR got under 17 minutes this time for his district meet. And all of this on a hurt leg. Like the kid is a monster, man. He doesn't really complain. He battles through injury, and I think the next closest person that district was close to a minute away or something like that. So just a phenomenal story, man. Couldn't be more proud of what they were able to do this year. And he's really set, the tone and how he wants cross country to be viewed. And there's some big shoes to fill when Royce leaves.
Well, Coach, I'll say this: is there another young Royce Havens in the making in the next couple of years?
I don't think there's another Royce. It's kind of hard to find one of those, but we do have some very strong runners coming up behind him. Dragon Cifuentes is another good runner that we have. And like I said, Coach Blue does a phenomenal job of keeping them working and PRing, and I believe at district everybody PR'd. So I mean, she's constantly pushing them to get better and progress. There's some freshmen that were actually surprising to me in Coach Blue this year. Now that this is, I got my feet wet with the cross country program, I'm looking to try and get some of our basketball athletes to come out there and kind of help, get more kids and more athletes there, and see what we can do. But it's really hard to find another Royce Haven, so I can't really say that.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone could. So it'd be nice, Coach Blue and Coach Thompson, if somehow we could keep Royce one more year. I don't know. Maybe we could do something, and just kind of have one more. Because I know if he stayed one more year, he'd back at state, and Royce say, "No, I got to go. I've done my time here." It's always hard when you leave, Royce, because I think a lot of kids look up to you, obviously, because like I said, everyone sees, you going to state and stuff, but boy, the work, these two coaches here, they see the grind. Like, I didn't even know that you were running with a hurt leg. Like, that's not something that people, the community doesn't know unless it's talked about on the podcast, right? Like, we just think he's healthy. And then we find out, there's a story behind this. There's so many things. That's why I wanted to create a podcast, because to give the player an opportunity, or coaches an opportunity to come out with their players and talk. You've been running with not 100%, yet you're still able to accomplish your goal. There's so many stuff. When you play a sport, you play injured. It's not something that's talked about a lot, but a lot of players play not 100%, but they have a passion, and I respect that. And I always say, Royce, here, coaches coach, players play. And the community has a responsibility to come out when they get an opportunity and cheer our athletes. You guys are our athletes, the community of Rockport. So the responsibility for us is to come out and cheer our volleyball team, our football team, or cross country, or tennis, whatever it may be, right? Because I think that makes a big difference. And so obviously we're going to miss you when you're gone. But like I told you earlier, at some point, and when you're eligible, I think Royce Havens is going to be in the Rockport-Fulton Sports Hall of Fame. I think that's going to happen at some point when you're eligible to go. But that's down the road, Royce. That's down the road. Let's talk a little bit about what you were able to accomplish. I want to ask you first about the team. Obviously, everyone knew who you were coming into the season. Anyone that's been paying attention, you were the headliner last year. Of course, is Royce going to get back to state? But, Coach talked about you guys winning district. What did that mean to you to be able to win district again with your teammates?
It definitely shows that we did put in the work that needed to be put in to come out with the success that we did. I know going into the district meet with all of us there, everyone had their thoughts on how they're going to do or how it was going to end up. I did tell them, like, don't go in there big headed just because we won last year. Who knows what this year or the following years give us. I had told them, whatever happens, our heads are always up. Hope they did pretty good. Everybody did really good.
Yeah, well, I think having you as a leader too, someone that's done it before, especially for the younger runners, right? It's good. I think they look up to you to be able to have that experience. I think plays a big role in being able to be district champs, because you know what it takes, and we have somebody there that's telling these guys, hey, we got to do it this way, or if things aren't going good, look, we keep your heads up. Like I think all that makes a difference, and to be able to win district again is great. And like Coach Thompson said, we hope that more kids will come out for cross country, right? That more people want to run. I'm like Coach Thompson. I'm not built that way. I'm just not. If I was in school, I'd be a horrible cross country runner. Man, first of all, I wouldn't be able to get up early enough to go run. And if I did, I wouldn't be able to give 100%. I think Coach Blue would say, but you're gone. I wouldn't even, you got to go. Like, we like, but you got to go. Yeah, I'm not built that way. So saying that, it's someone special, right? Not everyone can do it, but for anybody that loves to run and you're still young and you're looking to run, and this is a great place to come run. If you're someone that's looking to get involved in something, you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, try out cross country. Come talk to Coach Blue and Coach Thompson. You see this program. We're talking here about the success, back-to-back district champs for the boys. You heard Coach Blue talk about the girls, and they had a goal to get to region, and they did. So female or male, if you want to run, man, next year, come out and talk to Coach Blue or Coach Thompson. They'd love to have you on the team as we try to get our cross country team to grow. We definitely want more involved. Coach Blue, is there a limit to how many runners you can have in cross country?
Now, with like our preseason, we can have up to 10 on varsity, and JV can have an unlimited. But when district comes, district regionals, of course, state is only 7 on varsity, and that's the max. But minimum to make as a team is 5.
Right. Okay. Wanted to make sure I got that out there. All right, Royce. So let's talk about regions. So you get to regionals, right? I expected you to be there. Talk to us about your performance at regional. What were you facing, and just when you found out again, hey, I'm going to state again, because you said earlier, I'm not, just because I've been there twice doesn't guarantee me I'm gonna get back there. I had to put in the work. You put in the work. Talk to us getting into regionals before you start running. What was your mindset like, and when you found out you were going to state, what was that feeling like again?
The mindset going in was to run my race, not anybody else's, to go out there and do what I do. Um, I know sophomore year was pretty bad. We didn't get the results that we wanted to, but that changed me. Sophomore, not going to state sophomore year, showing me that not to go into every race thinking I'm gonna win or thinking I'm gonna do the best I can. There's hills that we can't all climb. Um, for this season, over going into regionals with shin the shin injury right now, was kind of hard. I did try not to focus on it just because it would distract me. Um, but I was hoping to get the best out of it. Finishing was tough, very tough. I knew that catching some kids in front of me would lead me to a spot to state. So once I stepped onto that track, it was all time to go. And I heard it from Coach Blue, behind me. And so did my mom was screaming. I guess the whole corpus could hear her. She was screaming at me, "You need to go." I obviously knew I had to go. Um, yeah, it was tough, especially with the stress factor I do have on my shin. It's pretty tough.
It is, not knowing that until just a few minutes ago, we're talking. But I think it's good that it comes out, because it just shows the passion again. You're finding a way with the pain that you're going through, not being 100%, still being able to accomplish what you wanted to accomplish. And now you go to state. So, obviously, mom, your number one fan, right? Cheering you on. And who can blame mom for yelling and Corpus Christi hearing her, man? That's
Yeah.
what she needs to do, right? Corpus Christi can't hear, mom, you're not loud enough. I'm sure your mom is so proud, like the communities of what you've been able to accomplish. I have kids as parents, so we want the best for our kids, and when they're able to get like and accomplish what you've accomplished in high school, man, of course parents are going to be bragging about you, and they're going to be yelling for you to be or run the best race you can. But when you getting in the state, that you've been there before, as you head out there on Friday and get ready, is there a different feeling this time around than this time last year when you were going to state again? Is there any difference in the way you're thinking, preparing?
I know when I get there, I'm gonna take it all in again. I mean, it's definitely a memory I'll probably hold for the rest of my life. Um, Going there, I want to go and take it all in because it's my last time. Um, so yeah, that's just going there and taking it all in.
Is there any pressure for you this time around? And the pressure, I mean, like just because knowing like last year, okay, I've got one more year. I've got an opportunity to work hard and get back here. When this time, hey, there is no next year. Like this is my final year. Do you feel more pressure because you're a senior this year, or is it the same?
A little bit. I just want to get the time that I want. If that's all I want is a good time. Going there with the same mindset I had during district, the same mindset during regionals, and so forth with all the rest of the races. Um, just want to go run the best I can and hopefully get the best I can get out of it.
Well, let me say this on behalf of myself and the Pirates Cove Sports Network, GT Sports. You're a champion, regardless of what happens um, this weekend, because what you've been able to accomplish, not a lot of athletes can accomplish in any sport, right? Like what you can say you've done for cross country and Rockport and for yourself, it's probably like Coach Thompson said. I can't say there'll be another Royce Havens. We got some good runners, right? Special dudes come every now and then. They're just skilled at what they do. You obviously had a talent for running, and you took advantage of everything that was given to you. And you worked hard, and this is the reward, right? You've been able to come out there and go run at the highest level that you can possibly run in high school. And so for us here, I'm just really glad and happy for you. Proud that you're a Pirate, and because you once a Pirate, always a Pirate, and that you're running for us and you're representing Rockport-Fulton. I don't think we could have a better person up there in state running for us. So to me, you're a champion, no matter how it goes. But definitely wish you luck going up there and giving it your best, and I know you will. And yeah, just have fun. Like you said, soak it all in. And then when it's time to run, you've done it before, and let the chips fall where they may. But I know that you're going to give 100%. And so just wanted to bring you out to be able to introduce you to the community for those that didn't know you, and wish you luck. And before we let you go, Royce, I wanted to give you an opportunity, and also your coaches, to talk a little bit about both of these coaches. Obviously, they've coached you the last couple of years. What's it meant for you? Talk to us a little bit about Coach Blue and Coach Thompson and what they've meant to you in helping you accomplish everything you have in high school.
I'm gonna start off with Coach Thompson. He coming in with not knowing how cross country is, not knowing our workouts. He definitely found that out last year when Coach Blue put out the Bible, we call it. It's her notebook that she has all our times and all our workouts that we need to do. He's seen some crazy things Coach Blue has given to us, but it's been an honor to have him as my coach. He's a really good guy. For Coach Blue, known her for a while now. Since 6th grade, I went out there and and she's taught me everything I know with running. Her and Coach Rice and Coach Howe. I mean, I wouldn't be the runner without Coach Blue. She's pushed me through a lot of races, told me to keep my head high after every race. When I didn't want to show up in the morning, she texted me, "Hey, you better get in your car and let's go." If I said I was tired, you can sleep when you're dead. I mean, that's Coach Blue for you. She would always push me to the max, and I'm glad to have her as my coach. I wouldn't choose anybody else.
Awesome. And absolutely, those are the ones that we want to give kudos. The reason I ask you to talk about, I ask the players to always talk about the coaches, is because coach is never going to come up here and pat themselves on the back. They just don't do that, right? They give all of the credit to the kids, and rightfully so, because the kids are the ones that play the sport and they're the ones that do all the work. But the guidance is so important, right? Like you said, just when you don't have the energy, and it's real easy to just want to just say, I'm not going to go today, right? And coach refuses to say, no, that's not. They don't let you take that day off because they understand what every day means, what everyday practice is. And that's why you're where you're at. One is because you dedicate yourself, but when you don't feel like giving it 100%, you do want to take that day off, those coaches down there aren't going to let you do that. And Coach Thompson talked about Coach Blue and just making sure that she can get the best out of her runners, because she knows what you guys are capable of. And when she puts you guys through the work, this is the reward for you, right? You get to go to state and run. So it's great, and kudos to both Coach Thompson and Coach Blue, because they're not going to do it for themselves. So we're going to do it for them. We've got great cross country coaches, and where you're at, you're where you're at because of their guidance and their push to get helping you become the best that you can be. Coach Thompson, I'll go to you first. So Royce is a senior. You guys are going up there again here in a day or two. Talk about this special athlete. You talked earlier, but I want to give you another opportunity. How special was it to have this guy coach this guy for the last couple of years?
I'll kind of just talk about one of the first conversations me and Coach Blue had when I joined the cross country team. She, the first thing out of her mouth is, "Enjoy it because you're never gonna get another Royce Havens." She was like, "It's just like you said. There's people that come by and they're just special, man, and they're made for certain situations. And like you said, an athlete that will more than likely go down in the Hall of Fame for what he's done. And it's such a hard thing to do because it's an individual sport, even though there's teams involved. But the success that he's had has a lot to do with what he's been able to do individually. I mean, going to state 3 times out of 4 tries, and I think barely missing the 4th time. That's just incredible. Like you said, there's not many people that can say they've been to state, one state or anything like that. It's hard to get a district title. It's hard to compete against those, and for you to do it on your own merit. That shows you how special he is. I've never seen a kid, perform the way he performs, runs the way he runs, continues to hit his times, even though Coach Blue is pushing him like crazy and like, you're going to come up with this ridiculous time. And he turns around and looks at us like, y'all are crazy. And then he does it. So like, he's just, he's a one of a kind man. And it's been an honor to just see it. Never been around a runner like that in person. So just the drive that he has to be able to accomplish all those things is just special.
Awesome. Coach Blue, I'd like to give you the floor now to talk. I know you've known Royce a lot longer. You've seen him from a very young age to now what we see now. Talk to us a little bit about him and how special is he to you?
Well, first, Royce came to me with his sister. His sister said, "Brother, come and run," and I was like, "Sure." And when he first got there, I think they were running 2 miles. And so he's 11 at the time. And I looked at Coach Rice and I was like, "Are you sure he can run 2 miles? I mean, how about a mile?" And Coach Rice said, nah, he could do it. So, of course, he was with them. He was talking at that, like having full-on conversation with the girls. And he came back and he was fine. And I was like, okay, something's going on here. But he did the workout, and it's been an honor to know him from 11 until 18. He's 18. So not a lot of coaches could say they could work with someone for that long, but it's been a joy to have Royce and his family around. He's something special. He's someone special. And once he gets that diploma in his hands, then he's gonna make waves.
Absolutely. And Royce, again, thank you for coming out. Coach Thompson, Coach Blue, thank you for spending some time. I know it's late, but like I said, Royce, good luck. There is a send-off for Royce. So Royce will be running this weekend. Coach Blue, you want to tell us about the send-off?
Send-off is Friday at 9:15. It starts in the English hallway at the Rockport-Fulton High School. And we're going to walk down to the cafeteria, through the Hall of Fame, and then out to the culinary. And then the fire trucks will take us around in front of the middle school, past Starbucks, and past the Fulton Elementary. So if you're not busy, come out and say hi, wave, blow some horns, some bubbles to send them off to Round Rock.
Absolutely. So what time is that again? Y'all going to be leaving?
Well, we start at 9:15, so we'll probably, I guess it'll take us 5 minutes to get to the fire truck. So 9:20, we'll probably be around the middle school.
So if you guys want to come
9:20,
out there and your car honk, there's the support. Obviously, like I always said, for us, anything we can do, if you see a post, like it, share it, get more eyes on it. It really helps the kids. I always say when you're in the gymnasium, you're at the football field, baseball, soccer field, wherever you're at, when the stands are packed and it's loud, it really makes a difference for these kids. They can feel the support, and it makes a huge difference. And running is a little different, right? But we got an opportunity to be able to show Royce the support before he gets out to state. And that is by going out there about 9:15, 9:20 over by the Starbucks area. They're going to go through there behind the fire trucks. You can definitely be out there, wave, take a picture, honk, just let Royce know that he's definitely the community of Rockport supports him. Listen, Royce, I'll tell you, man, no matter what happens, have fun. I know you will. You've accomplished so much already in the eyes of myself and the Pirates Cove Sports Network, GT Sports. Man, you're a champion, someone that we're going to remember for a long time. We're going to talk about for a long time. But go out there your last time, like you said, have fun. I'm glad you're not feeling a lot of that pressure where you just, look, I'm going to soak it all in like you should. It's your last time. Just go out there and have fun and run your race. I'll give you the final word, Royce. Anything you want to add here before we let you go?
Yeah, if y'all can just come out and, help me go off to state my last year, it will be much appreciated.
Absolutely. Any shout outs to Mom, your number one fan?
Yes, I love Mom.
Absolutely. And I'm sure Mom loves you. Safe travels, Royce. Safe travels, Coach Thompson, Coach Blue. Thank you for all that you do for our athletes here. And good luck, Royce. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay.